on, people. Let me get over to here so that lives. There we go. Options. Shareable link. Copied. Go over to the Discord, ping everybody, let them know that I am live. Boom. Of course, Discord always has some updates going on. $17 out of 18 done. Come on. Gotta get the Discord open so I can share everything with everyone. Let me see. Copy, come over here. Boom. And I'll have stuff on the screen in a minute, guys. I just have to let everyone know that we're live. Boom. Alright, that's all saved. We don't have to touch that anymore. Come on, Discord. And we got some free Twitch subs I'm giving away. Come on. Open this up. Share. Come over to Discord. Boom. Copy. Twitch. Kiger. It's missing the forward slashes. That's what it is. Alright. Publish that. Let's see. Control delete. Task manager. Come on. What's stopping us here? Yeah, we can close that for now. Discard. Don't care about that. Need to keep that up. And let's try opening Discord up again. It's just taking forever. Let me see. Make sure nothing weird's happening in the background here. Don't care about you. Boom. Why is it showing like 12 things? Elijah, what is the new cross-server Guild War? What do you mean? Is this your first cross-server? And you're wondering how it works? Is that what's going on? Because how it works is you end up matching with people from other servers. Cross servers happen generally a while before actual merges happen, so you can start playing against the people, and then after a while, there we go. Now I have everything open. Okay, now I can open it up on here. Window capture, bam, and let me trigger the gift fairies. Must be live, which I am. I don't know how that thing works, so I'm going to get rid of it. Yes, Elijah, that's what I was explaining. It's not anything new. It's your server is being cross-servered, and what that means is you're going to play against the people from those other servers. So if I pull it up here, I actually put it in my thing. Let me see. Patch notes, official news. Yeah, if I go over here, resources. These are the cross-server groups, and all it means is you'll be playing against people who are in your bracket. So, for example, I'm in a weird spot because I'm in NA 188, which is right here, which means I'll be fighting against people at 185, 186, and 187. So, in those game modes, I'm going to be fighting those people. Let me see if I go here. I think it's important. Yeah, so it even explains it right here. Cross-server matchmaking means you will meet more adventures in Dungeon, Guild War, Miasma, and Crystal Battlefield, but you cannot recruit them to your guilds. This requires a real server merge. Specific play times after the cross-server matchmaking shows as follows. Crystal Battlefield, you'll be able to match with people in your groupings after the 13th. As far as exchange and whatnot, 16th, Burning Soul Battle, 18th, Guild War, 11th. So in 3 days, you'll be able to match against them in Guild War. Alright, now let's see. As I said, I'm going to be doing... I have 3 account reviews to do, and then we're going to handle the behemoth that is 52 fairies on a community tier list. And that's going to require more people to show up. Let me see. I don't care about Google Gemini. Alright, so I'm going to do these reviews. I'm going to do 1 review, talk to you guys. 2nd review, talk to you guys. 3rd review, talk to you guys. And then I'm going to have to take these pictures of the 52 fairies, put them over onto the tier list maker, and then have you guys vote about where you think they are rated. Do. Yeah, because it's a home and whatnot. Yeah, you can duel them. No issues there. And most things together. If I come up here. Alright. The exclusive quest that gives us clues. How can I don't understand. Oh, they're wondering about how to use those things. Almost free to play. Only spent $5 on the fairy package. 76 slaughter, fierce attack, full damage. Okay. And we have their IOs, gear, crystals, fairies, skills. Okay. Fire crit. That's a little tough. What's going on, guys? Kaigu here. We're doing another account review. This is pretty much free to play. They only spent $5 at the beginning of the game, and we're going to check out their account. It is Ninja Priest focused on fire. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, so pulling this up, Shisui, they said they spent $5 on the fairy package. That is one of the two purchases that I suggest early on. $1 for the fox, $5 for the fairy package. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you two options. It's one, it's going to give you yellow seeds every single day from doing your dailies. And it's also going to allow you to get 100 elemental seeds, which is the paid for summons for 10 sapphires a day. So it's 2/3 of a summon every day. It ends up being a full summon after you do your dailies. So you get one limited summon per day, which is way more than most free to play. So if we check out the stats, let me make sure you can see it just fine. There we go. Yep, looks good. Definitely more offense focused. Fire with holy. So we're going to have to see what their echo's looking like, but they're at 176, which means they can have a full set of fire. We're going to have to look at their stars and whatnot and see if we see any problems. But in general, once you're at level 5 or higher echo, it's better to go full echo than to worry about the one holy. This is good when you're at early, when you only have 2 or 3 fairies plus holy, and then you can fill out that 3 fire, 1 holy. That's actually really solid for a long time, but you have to transition at some point once you're able to hit echo 5. Or Echo 4 for Elemental level 5 for Holy. 5 fairies. So if we see pretty low crit, actually, high crit damage. They do have Book to increase it. And we'll have to see what class they're doing. Because the only way you can make crit work with Ninja is Shadow Owl. Because you can do the hand signs, increase your crit with the hand signs. You can do 3 crit, 3 damage increase, owl protection. You have the big bonuses, and then try to burst someone. But let's see what else we got. We have some innate block ignore from class advancements probably. Damage increase kind of low. Damage reduction is higher. Low protection, which is fine because they're obviously pure damage. Okay, Pierce. Because as we see, they are pure damage because they have level 11 slaughter, level 9 fierce attack. This is full damage. Fierce Attack really good at putting them under the 60%, and Slaughter comes in and tries to take them from 60 to 0. Damage to Adventure increase is super low, but a bunch of decrease. Debuff Mastery isn't super high, but it is the highest between the two, which is fine. You're trying to do damage. Let's check out the IOs. This is a core, which is where a bunch of the debuff mastery is coming from. Everything else is dog water. I'm surprised that they're going hard on crit, but their crit is super low. This does have some pierce, which is okay. Obviously, we can do a lot better than this. Ignore block, pierce. This is actually decent. There's where a bunch of the crit damage is coming from. He has 54%. About 13% is coming from this right here. Crit pierce, crit damage. This is fine. Obviously, we would like something a little bit better. This is a core, and it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I mean, those colors are really nice. It's just these stats aren't really what we're looking for. And this is probably our best one here, even though the colors are kind of low. And then he's showing us the equipment, which is fine. We can check this out. Something that people fall into is like here, the defense double red. Obviously, if you don't have any other options, but from like here, I see you already have crit. Attack is fine. Ideally, you would want like pierce or something in this slot, but it's hard to get those percentage stats. It's a lot easier to get the flat stats. So in that case, I would look for a break for this spot and keep that damage increase as it is. Tenacity, pierce. Yeah, this is pretty good. Same thing. This defense needs to be a better stat like break. Let's see. Break, block, increase, crit, tenacity, all perfectly fine. Defense just needs to be something else. Same thing. It seems like they know what they're doing here, but the defense double pink obviously needs to be something else. Even if it's a red double star, it'll be better than this pink double star. Because that defense doesn't scale very well. Everything's fine. HP is the same thing as the defense that we talked about, but I would prefer HP over defense with the choice. Fine. Okay. Crystals. We see crit, block, tenacity. This is exactly what we want to see all the way down. It looks like they have a couple higher stars, which is good. They're working their way towards 7s. I see a couple 8s, but they're working their way to everything being at least 7, and that's what I would suggest. Yeah, as you see, crit, tenacity, block, which is what you would be looking for. Very like 1, maybe 2 are break, and then I think 3 or 4 are attack. If you just swap those and get some stats up, it looks like crit is the one that's hurting the most. Fairies, this is what I'm going to be looking for. And we have, okay, it seems like they're following the golden rule that 3 red is really where you need a fairy to be to use them. Because I see 3 fire right here, and then I see 2 fire right here. But I see the 1 holy snakeberry, which this is, there's some issues here. So the biggest issue I'm seeing is you're missing your most important fire fairy for PvE, but also for PvP a bit, is Winter Cherry. So that's an obvious issue, not having Winter Cherry. And But if this snakeberry was a lot higher, I would understand. But because it's at 6, 7, 8, 9, 9-star, I would suggest taking her off and putting both of these in, and then that would bring you up to 1, 2, 3, Echo 4, which means you really just need the one more, which would be the winter cherry that I'm talking about. So you would have 6 fire, which would be level 5. Just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be enough to get the bonus effect. But then when we have the winter cherry, we'll have 6, which will be a level 5 effect, giving you more crit damage, better AoE damage, better stats. It's obviously nice to have winter cherry, and I think in PvE you can make an excuse here to use her fire weakness. So okay, so I think in PvE, like Guild Boss and whatnot, you can keep using Snakeberry. She's going to do what she needs to do. Chestnut Rose, Scarlet Wish Chestnut Rose, and Winter Cherry would be your go-to. And as you get more stars on your fire, then you can bench her. But in PvP, you definitely want Anathria. Rose is pretty good in big battle PvP, like Guild War, Crystal Battlefield, stuff like that. Shrine Peak. Hydreiga of Flames is going to be really, really good. So that's a solid 1, 2, 3. And then the fairy that we're talking about you're missing, Winter Cherry. But for now, I would use Scarlet Wish Chestnut Rose as your 4th. So these 2 and these 2 for PvP. I already saw the Slaughter, Fierce Attack. Break Free, you trigger these, you get more crit damage. Totally fine. Use this for some reason where I want a little bit more crit rate, crit damage. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. And then you have 2 at 6-star, which you're losing a bit of stats here. I don't think having a 6-star is better than having a 3 rainbow primrose for stats. But let me see. I'm looking at okay, you grafted. I don't see anything else too crazy. This is only like a 4. This is a 3. That's fine. I would swap one of these 2 out depending on what stats you're looking for the primrose for just better base stats. It'll give you more HP, more attack, just better stats overall. Once these get up a little bit more, I want to say 8 or 9, so that would be 3 or 4 yellow. I understand they're free to play, that's why I'm saying these numbers. But Exoria, you're going to be able to get up because you're allowed to transfer different fairies into pieces for Exoria. So you'll be able to get Exoria up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 are the ones. Yeah, you already got these up to 3 red at least with your swapping. Exoria is your next one you gotta do some swaps on. Pets, nice. You got a level 2 cat, which is nice. Better effects, blah blah blah. Crit, tenacity. Fine. You can make arguments. These 2 are ones that you can swap back and forth depending on what stats you care about the most. You're doing crit builds, so this is totally fine as we are. Cat, if you need it. That's fine. Oh, and you're doing... Okay. So my thing is, nothing with Blazing Owl increases your crit. So you obviously have Priest, which will give you the Star Blessing, but almost nothing. Yeah, nothing in Blazing Owl gives you any crit. So I would think about doing Shadow Owl over here, stacking up your hand signs, and then when you do Owl Protection, then you'll be ready to go with your combo, Raikiri, or once you have the enhanced version, you'll be able to go Ninja Tool into the Fire Tornado. 40, 31. So you did full ninja. And then you're doing Tenacity Attack. That's fine. And I mean, this is fine. You said you're free to play. This is just going to happen over time. And this I can't really tell you anything about because I can't see what stats you're doing for cards. But what I can tell you is on weapon, you can pick crit or break as the cards because they start with 2 stats, the third one being random. I would go with the ones that give base crit and ignore the ones that say block. The one that I always remember is down here, the Pirate Captain, because these do the same thing. There's one for crit, one for break. The Pirate Captain is your go-to down here. And then everything in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots are all going to be defensive stats. You're ideally going to want 2 and 2 of each, tenacity and block of each. But that was it for everything I was given. Let me know what you guys think down below. Till next time, guys. Alright, that's it for that review. Ugh. A lot of talking. Dravathy, thanks for following on Twitch. Much appreciated. Let me see. Sponsored. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see. Today is Thursday. Nothing crazy tonight. Alright, let me check the chat. If you guys haven't already, please leave a like on the stream so people see it a little bit easier. We got 12 people watching. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to spend anything in the beginning, I would say those two things, the $1 Fox and the $5 pack, that's $6 ever. And, I mean, totally fine. Gotta wet my whistle because I talk a lot during these things. Alright. We're gonna do Jackson next, and then we have one more after him. We're looking at a Lancer. Man, people are on this fire recent. People like the fire today. Fire Lancer. Okay, we'll have to see what we think. What's going on, guys? Kiger doing another account review. Today we're checking out Jackson, who is on his Blaze account using a Fire Lancer. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're checking out this character. Let's see. We're looking at a level 6 Fire Echo, so we'll see what we're dealing with. Fire Echo always told you my account is pure free to play. So let's see, pure free to play, which means no $1 offer, no $5 offer. So we'll have to see what we're dealing with. This is Fierce Attack Slaughter. Fierce Attack for putting them under 60%. Slaughter for taking them from 60 to 0. Let's see. This is third page. Decent. What's the level? 150-ish? 160? Let me see. 160 on the dot. So he just lost a bit of stats. Let's see. 172, 53%. Really good. Decent block for his level, actually. Pierce is kind of low. Wait. 30? Oh, from the class advancements. Fine. Not seeing anything super out of the ordinary here. Slaughter, Fierce Attack, 4, Break Free, totally fine. Fairies, let's see what we're working with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With 1 being Rose right here. Now, because she is just 6-star, while you have 1, 2, 3, 4, she is a free-to-play 1. So you can transfer pieces over to the Rose to get her ready. But I think Exoria is fine. But I think, get Exoria to 3 red. And then bring Rose up. And then once Rose is at 3 red, you can bring her back up. But for now, I would suggest bringing someone else up. Let's see what we have at Grafted. 3 red. Yeah. Assist, deployed. I think you should bring up the Kandok up here. You will go down to level 5, which is fine. Losing very small numbers here, but you gain a whole lot. Going from a 6-star to a 13-star base stats. Kandok is used for something, right? And then we're looking good. As far as what for what game mode, PvP. If you want to do Dahlia, if your thing is you are playing against a lot of people who are playing as tanks and you're trying to anti-heal them with Dahlia, we can work that into a strategy here. Boost. So in PvE, you would keep these 3 and swap Dahlia out for Winter Cherry. That's not even a conversation. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your PvE. For PvP, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I would swap Winter Cherry out for Exoria, and that would be your PvP. If you are wanting to use Dahlia for the anti-heal. If not, you would swap these 2 and just keep Dahlia on the bench. Fine. This is fine. You do get a couple of these now from events. For a while when this Spirit Infusions first came out, you literally could not get reds at all as free to play. Now you get a couple from events. Like even in the Overlord event, you can get roughly 10 each. 10 weapon, 10 armor. Tenacity, block break, pierce and damage increase, which is nice. You have the crit there. Definitely doing good. See, this is exactly what I was saying before. A 2 yellow damage increase, better than anything else that can be in this spot. We already have the pierce. Pierce and damage increase are the 2 you're looking for. Crit break. Tenacity. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, totally fine. Obviously, damage increase would be better, but yeah, I'm not seeing any issues here. Yep. Yep. Yep, no issues. Boom. Boom. Okay, IO. Pierce rate, adventure increase. You're probably in a tough spot without knowing what else you have. This is probably the best you have right now. That's fine. This needs to go. It's fine for now. I mean, cores are cores, so I mean... Damage reduction... Man, your IOs are rough. Block recovery, not doing anything because you don't have anything for that right now. Crystals, crit, tenacity, block. This attack can come into crit, and that'll be really good. Pierce, damage increase, debuff mastery are what you're looking for. Dragon Fighter, my guy. So obviously, PvP you can go full right side, which that's what it looks like you're doing. In PvE, you would swap out Roar for Transformation. I would level up Cold Fire Bird, because this is a good one to bring for damage dealing. If you are in top league or whatnot and you're bringing heal for your allies, that's fine. But in most, definitely PvE, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. And that I would even use that in most game modes, unless you need the heal. 3230. Boom. Fine. Let's see. So this is a trap right here, taking this to 15. You're missing out on a lot of free stats. This 15 could have been a +3 on almost every card you have. Just based on the amount of dust and gold that would cost. All of these being at +3 would be a lot more beneficial than this +15. Maybe some of these +9s are fine, depending on what that +9 effect is. But in general, you want to bring them up kind of even, just for the base stats and the +3, +6, and +9 effect. That is beautiful. My boy, that looks good. Pets. We not using Roar for nothing. I guess, like I said, in PvE, you're going to want a otter. Eventually, if you're not level 4 garden yet, then the dragon is fine. But obviously, it is a level 2 because that is your crit. Next, you're going to want to bring up this cat down here. The others are preference. Just change Primrose for Marigold. Yeah, there we go. Marigold, yeah, he did the 320, which gives you the 4th bonus stat. 80, 160, 240, 320. At the 320, that's 600 crit for the Marigold. This is an update, because it took me a little over a week to get to him, and this is updates in that time. This is a big boost for you. And I'm also seeing a Chaltier down here, and that can end up being some power as well. So yep, that's fine. So now I'll have to do it one more time. For PvE, I would swap out Anatheria for Winter Cherry, Dahlia for Chaltier. Once you get her up to 400, you want all of them at 400 actually. It's kind of weird that you have this rose that's at 8 star at 400, but not any of the ones in your active or ones that have the bonus stat that you're looking for. This Marigold could stay at 321 because that's all you need her for, is for that 600 crit. Like, this 400 doesn't matter to you, this 400 doesn't matter to you, and that can go across these guys. These can stay at 320, and you can bring up some of the ones you use in most things, like this Winter Cherry, which will be your go-to in PvP, PvE. PvE should be 1, 2, 3 Winter Cherry, 4 Chaltier, and your PvP 1, 2 Dahlia if you're trying to do specifically with Dahlia, and then either Scarlet Wish, Chestnut Rose, or if you're doing group events like Top League or whatnot, then you can bring in the Chaltier for the AoE damage and shielding your allies. But definitely got a lot more options than the last one I did. Let me know what you guys think down below. Till next time, guys. Alright, that's 2 down. 1 more to go. And once I finish that 3rd account review, guys, we are going to be going over here. And we're doing all 52 SSR fairies. And we're going to have you, the people, vote on where you think they should go. Last one going to be lit. Oh, Ragnar, is that yours? Tong Tio. Let me see. He's wind. Okay. Oh, that's you? Okay, Ragnar. Yeah, we'll get to it in a minute. I'm giving my voice a second to rest for a second. And guys, if you want to help the channel, you can use that right there up above. You just download the game. It's a city builder. You get to, I think you get to level 8 within an hour. And then you can get to 12 by the end of the first day, maybe second day if you're doing it kind of slow. And that's going to all go towards my costume contest event that I have going on right now. The one that we're doing right now, Runway Overlord, is everyone is dressing up like Overlord characters. We have Albedo here. We have Lupus Regina. We have Leonis. A bunch of Albedos. Princess Renner, which is a cool idea. And Pandora's Actor, which is actually a really cool character from the show. I like it. I think it matches pretty well. Most upvotes wins. Yep, prizes were nice. The more people that do the campaign, the King of Avalon, I'll be able to give to more people and increase the amount. But we're about to get into this one. Let me see. Is there anyone? Wave. Rerun, all the same. Okay. Alright, let's get into it. See what we're looking at here. Gladiator. Wind Echo. I guess I gotta go down to the... So, Glad Priest. Got it. And this is semi-late game, almost 200. Update. Wind. Free to play who got sponsored. Oh, this is today. Alright. Some passes like the permanent pass, monthly pass, and the past. Okay. What's going on, guys? Kaiga here. We have a Wind Gladiator Priest. This is going to be a really fun account review. Let's jump right on into it. Alright, guys. So, we're looking right here. As far as spending, they have never spent anything, but they've had a friend sponsor them in the past. It looks like they got that $5 pass, which gives you yellows. Which gives you yellow seeds every day, and then you can do 10 sapphire for 100 elemental seeds, which is the paid one. And if you do your dailies, it ends up being 1 summon per day. It is a big boost. We are at 197, so we're definitely approaching late game. We have Fierce Attack, which is really good about doing early damage. And then we have God Bless, which we're going to have to survive. But if we survive until we stack up the God Bless, then we're going to be a whole lot tankier. Now, looking at the stats, I believe this might be a 1 roll on IO. We'll see when we get there. But that could easily be something else. Immunity can definitely be higher, especially as we're going up to almost level 200. Break needs to be a bit higher. Block, if you're not really going for block, that's fine. But whatever you're actually going for, which I believe is break, really needed a bit higher, especially as you're getting into that 200 range. Pierce, protection rate, those need to come up, but it's going to be a little tough. Increase, decrease, 60. Big damage reduction. Crit. No, I don't know what the crit's doing for you right now. Unless you're trying to build crit as wind, which I mean is fine right now because of Ainz, that might be okay. Because he gives you crit and then converts crit into break for his ability. But besides his ability, it's not doing a whole lot. Pierce. Yeah, I'm seeing some crit here. Pierce, break. Reduction, tenacity. It's not great, but it's definitely, I wouldn't say going to I would say this is a low priority reroll. Eventually. This is fine for now. This is fine. these two are really great together. This, especially as wind, because wind gives you the cooldown reduction, which can mess with the cooldown stuff. Sorry, this isn't the cooldown one. This is the different male or female sex bonus. But you do have the mirror that gives you the final battle. Final battle, final battle. This is going to make all the ones that count as count for final cooldown. They will now count as initial cooldown, which is something really important, especially as a wind echo. Let's see. They didn't update the fairies. We'll see the fairies once we get there. Pierce, that's fine. Okay. Not seeing anything out of ordinary with their gear. As far as this, tenacity, break, block. Yeah, that. Ooh, this is like a level 3 right there. A level 3 right there. It's a little tough. A level 3 break. This looks like a crit. This looks like a crit. This looks. It's either crit or attack. I get them mixed up a bit. But those need to change. Boom, boom, boom. And this obviously needs to be a higher star. But I do see you have a couple of level 8s, which is nice. I'm seeing a lot of... Let's see. Pets. Level 2 cat, which is good. Yeah, definitely going for a break, not going for crit. So all that crit stuff needs to be break. Otter is fine because if you're going for break. Cat, level 2, definitely great. These, depending on preference. This is exactly what I would suggest in PvP. In PvE, just all 4 top abilities. 1, 2, 3, 4. Totally fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you're showing these. So, PvP increase, PvP decrease, PvE increase, PvE decrease. These zigzag like that. And then these are elemental damages. Alright, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4 for PvE. I generally use the same build for PvP, but you can use the heal if you need to for something like Top League. Got fake cards thanks to Natsu and Overlord free exchange. So we got some reds from the collaborations. These are, for whatever reason, hard to get. And so I see a 15, a 15, a 15, and a lot of 9s. These 15s can go back down to 12s, or could have been 12s, and then bring these 6s, 9s, and 11s up to 12. And then you would have a lot higher base stats, plus bonus effects. This is the crystals. Like I said, it was attack. Those pinks were attack. We're missing some block and break. And fairies. Now this is going to be the fun part. This is exactly what I suggest in PvP. This is my go-to PvP lineup. You can argue about which one goes with which. Some people like SP Camellia into Ions. Some people like Radiant Balloon Flower, Tranquil Bloom Flower into Ions. Either are fine. For all 400. Huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't see any issues here for PvE. Assuming this is grafted onto her, yes it is. And then there's an off element graft on that. What you can do is take her Eldwise and then get, if you have like a rainbow of something else, slot it here. You'll go down 1 on wind, and then you'll have higher base stats, and then you can graft, assuming it's water, fire, what have you, and then you can get a good graft like you have on this equal element graft, and then that could be some better stats. Yeah, but besides that, right where you want to be. The biggest thing here is obviously Tranquil Bloom Flower, Moon Slash, doing really great. Let me know what you guys think down below. Till next time, guys. If you under the fist under the echo, it tells you what it suggests based on your class, what element. Alright, that's done. Whew. Yeah, it's not really worth mentioning. Alright. Let me check this out. Change. Alright, guys. We have an hour until I gotta get out of here. But in this hour, we're gonna get as much done of these as we can. Save. Boom. So feel free to ask questions or whatnot, but I'm gonna have to download all 52 of these. Gives me a minute to relax. Save. Let me see, I just got a message. Let me check what's going on. Let me see what they're talking about. Oh, I don't have my multi-chat up. That's an issue, okay. I haven't been able to see the Twitch chat because it wasn't showing at me. Priest Shadow. What you are asking? What is it? Armor is going to be the best in PvE, but Shadow Owl is a good second. Alright, now I have my Twitch chat open, so if you guys chat there I can see it. I apologize. I'm semi-new to the Twitch stuff. Too many people trying to talk to me at the same time while I'm trying to do this. Alright. I cannot enter your Discord, says expired. There's only 2 to 3 of us. We are meager. Clefto-Bismal. Well, at least I can see you now and your emotes. Mr. Lucky, what link are you using? Because it's up to date on the stream here. On all my stuff. Should be fine. Let me see. Let me click here. Let me edit. Never save. Copy. That is the Discord link. Alright, so let me see where I left off on the downloads. Alright, last one I did was her. Boom. Alright guys, this is going to be the fun part of the night. Alright, how much do we have left? 10, 20, we have 30 more to go. Well, I'm going to get this done really quick. And as far as putting it on the tier list, it's really, really quick. Alright, I'm glad it worked, Mr. Lucky. There's a bunch of stuff in there that's going to help with a lot of the things with the game. Cashmonics, what are you crying about? That this is a bunch of clicking? Man, I miss using this fairy. This fairy was one of my favorites when she came out. Alright. Needed some help. pulling on the new back piece. Damn. It hasn't released over on NA yet. So Deku, theoretically, as far as the story is concerned, there is no such thing as dark or unholy fairies. Now, we've had some events where we fight some dark fairies, like during some events, but theoretically, it's not the fairies being dark. It's them being controlled by dark priests. Fairies can only be good. Now they could add something to the story and just make it like, like Attack on Titan or whatever, right? We only know what's within our walls kind of situation. That we only know about the light fairies because that's all that's in our area. But if we go to this other area, there's other types of fairies, you know? Wait, we're done. I just zoned out of doing that. Read about the nerfs. Oh, you mean for Ainz? It's not that big of a deal, in my opinion. Black hole mechanic, yep. Big fan. Alright, so now close that. I gotta open this over here. Boom, tier maker. Make. Own template. Single use. Choose. Downloads. $17. Alright, that should be all of them. Now I come over here. At best, you only see the Tree of Life stuff on the rubbings. Yeah, they're not really great as far as the lore stuff. How's it going, Eunice? Nice to see you. We are doing our community tier list. Let me actually, I gotta blank this for a second. I need to check to see if we're done with this yet. Let me see. View. Almost 25 minutes. That's done. That's done. That's fine. Okay. Beef fajitas is how it's going. Sounds pretty good. Alright, so I'm just going to start with the first one that pops up here. And that's going to be the twins. Where do you guys put twins? We are going to do PvE first. Let me put a text thing. Where is text? There we go. PvE tier list. Let me know what rank you'll put her in PvE. While I fix this. Alright. Scroll it down a bit. And you guys can see that just fine. Okay, there we go. Put this up a bit. Alright. AASS. Alright, we need someone to break the tie between S and A. We have 52 fairies to do. I see 2 S's and 2 A's for twins and PvE. Whew. Every fairy, damage increase. Ragnar breaking the thing, A tier for twins. What about Licorice? Where do we put Licorice for PvE? Three A, 2S. I don't know what that means. Yeah, that's what the votes were. 3 A's and 2S. That's why I went to A. Where do we put Licorice for PvE? Licorice A for PvE. Oh, you're... Deku, is that your vote or commenting on that twins went to A? We got a B, an A, N. Okay, we got 2 A's, a B, an N, which is, lower than D. Okay, let me see that. 1, 2, 3. B, okay. So A, B, B. What do you think, Ragnar? You end up coming... For whatever reason, the community seems to be, at least between you 5, it's like 2 say one thing, 2 say another, and then Ragnar comes through and picks between them. Alright, B. I'm going a little bit quicker than when I did the class one because we have 52 instead of 12. Next one, Balloon Flower. What do you guys think about Balloon Flower for PvE? We got a B from Deku. C. A. Alright, we got 2 B's. Let's see, how many people are here right now? We have 13 on YouTube. We got 3 on Twitch. But only 5 people are voting. People are just asleep in the background. This is the community tier list. This is where people should care. I'll give it another 30 seconds. And then we will lock in the B with 2 votes. A or B. Okay. So B. One Autumn Leaf, what's going on? Glad to have you wake up. Alright, next one. We're just going from the top left and working our way across so you guys can get an idea of what fairies are coming up next. Hydreiga. Made mac and cheese while watching the reviews. I don't study much about PvE, so I don't vote. A for Hydreiga, huh? Fantasy Beast bosses do take a while. A for Cashmonix. Did that with the bosses yesterday. It still takes a while. It's 2 at a time instead of 1 at a time, but... C, I'm big on water. A lot of A. Okay. Oh. A. Alright. Anatheria. Anatheria for PvE. With that execute damage. I'm a wind enjoyer, so I don't pay attention to waters. Oh, critical, are you just saying what the next several fairies are in your opinion? Getting them all at the same time? High A, free to play S star, S, useful S. Okay, she's staying right there. S tier with you guys. All right. What about Chestnut Rose? I'm on my dailies. Keep my votes for the next 15. All right. We got a B for Chestnut Rose. Critical, going by his list. That's an S. B, C. B. Alright, I see 2 B's and a C. Alright, B. Marigold. What do we think about Marigold in PvE? Going by Critical's message, B for him. Low or high B. Low A or high B. Okay. I don't know much about Earth. So Marigold does a slow and increases damage to Earth weakness. So we got a low A / high B, a C, a couple I don't knows. B. Alright. A lot of I don't knows. We got a B. You ready for this one? Candoc. Alright. Next one. Camellia. Even I can vote on that one. B for Camellia. If they don't stun me, then I don't know those Earths. That's an Earth thing, is a lot of them. Y'all doing Candog dirty? What is Candog doing in PvE? My wife is pulling so I can vote. Sounds good. CCAB. Candog does Candog dirty. That's not incorrect. Alright, we got a C for Camellia. Primrose. What do we think about Primrose for PvE? Primrose. Candog just comes to wish us bad fortune. Candog is, she's very familiar with the D tier for all tier lists. CACC, okay. Alright, Daisy. What do we think about Daisy for PvE? What's the best way to beat tanky, high healing players? Anti-heal. Wait till SP Candog. Yeah, that's the only one that hasn't happened yet. They only like her in UB these days. Only Earth I know is Foxglove, B, A, B, okay. This B tier is getting kind of chonky, guys. Lotus. What do we think about Lotus for PvE? Just trying to keep it moving. We got a C, C. A lot of C, okay. Alright, Hyacinth. This guy, in my opinion, is hard to vote for. I don't know where I would actually put him myself. I mean, I do. I've done a tier list. He's just a hard one to do because he doesn't innately do a lot, but he's super interesting. Is there are better water? A, C, B. Pierce, yep. Yeah, he's one that he's an older one, so he doesn't have a passive, but he always just has this. The effects he gives you isn't huge, but it definitely matters. We have A, C, B. Anyone want to break it? N. Bravely slaughter, fierce attack. Alright, B. You guys in this B tier is getting a little. Laurel. What do we think about Laurel for PvE? There's also the anti-heal from Cannon. There's anti-heal from Lancer. There's anti-heal in a lot of stuff. N is the new B, huh? Only for you. A for Laurel. A for Laurel. Laurel is A. Sustained damage adds up. High B. A. Okay. Boom. Viola. What do we think about Viola? Remember, Viola puts stacks of frost on basic attack or skill, and it slows them, and the AoE is a knockup. We have a C for Viola from Deku. B with Nightmare. Alright, so A, B, B, C, C. So we have a tie between B and C. We need a breaker. There's the B. You guys like this B tier. This B tier is getting a little... Rose. Where do we want to put Rose? For PvE. Remember, she does a silence, damage over time. And then once the damage over time ends, it's a second silence. Wonder how many can fit in B tier. Well, if you vote, it will find out. C, A, C, A. Man, this happens a lot in here. There ends up being like a 2-2 split. There was a 3-3 split earlier. Let me see. Ragnar, Yuntis, Deku, Critical. What do you think, Klepto? You can break this? Do you think Rose is an A or C tier? PvE Fairy. I don't want to pull out the coin flipper at this point. I know there's more than 4 people. Alright, C from Klepto. Alright. So, Mistletoe. Her basic attacks heal you. She puts down the AoE. If they try to leave, it stuns them. What do we think about Mistletoe for PvE? And remember, you guys can see the ones that we'll be voting for next. As an example, Dandelion will be next, then Sakura. C, D, C. If there's another C, there's another C, okay. Bam. Alright, Dandelion. She should go and join Kandok. Damn. Alright, what do we think about Dandelion? Another interesting fairy. Wen just has a lot of interesting stuff going on, right? Like Earth does all the stuns. Fire's all about crit and anti-heal. Trading HP for attack. We have B for her. B or C. Tricky, huh? Kandok tier. Spooky Doo, what's going on? C for Dandelion. So B, B, C, C. C. Alright. Another C. Alright. Another C. Alright, guys, I get it. Sakura. Sakura. I see what you did there. No, Rimuru will join her. Maybe. Sakura S for PvE. B. Remember, it's a defense down and stun. And we're talking about PvE. C, there are better holies. Is that going to be your answer for everything critical? B plus nightmare? B. Alright, we're looking at B. Alright. Hibby. Hibiscus. Hibby is Sasuke. There are, but her Pierce is nice. So Hibiscus does AoE damage, gives you a heal over time. C, her damage is not reliant. You have to be on top of everything. F. Damn. One Autumn Leaf thinks Hibiscus is worse than Kandok. CCF. C. Okay. Going down the C tier. Another C. Okay. What incarnation? Carnation does a pull effect and then does AoE damage multiple times over time. Deku with the cry emoji. We have an A for Mama Carnation. A for Carnation. A third A would seal her fate. Or does someone think differently? Alright. Alright, so that's 3 A's. She goes down to A. Now stopping after Untis, so now we have Ikoria. Where do we think the resident mermaid goes? Critical with the eyes looking at the mermaid. A. S. Oh man, that's an A and an S. A second A. Alright, what on a leaf with the third A? Boom. A fourth A. Okay, I get it. Rimuru. What do we think about Rimuru for PvE? This should be a fun one. S plus Nightmare. FFF, no doubt. All about the nightmare. B or C? D. C. Oh man, wait. Alright, if we count F as D, then Rimuru goes down here. Alright, so starting after Deku's last message, Exoria. What do we think about Exoria for PvE? Yeah, anything with a PvE, he wants to talk about Nightmare. High A. A. A third A would seal her fate. B. A. Okay. One autumn leaf. A. Big damage. Foxglove. What do we think about Foxglove for PvE? Foxy. Fox should go and join Mommy Carnation. Ragnar, I like the way you think. Critical, what do I want to use? If those are on cooldown, generally Mantra, especially PvE. A, S, A, okay. She goes to A. Lavender. What do we think about the potion maker Lavender? Deku with an A for our boy Lavender. He puts things to sleep, makes them take more damage. After you do enough, then it breaks it. C. I was talking to my friend the other day how Mommy Carnation appearance reminds me of Diametsu. Mantra all the time. S for lavender, still top tier water. A, C, C. Okay. That's a C. Gypsophilia. Gypsophilia. Oh shit. S for gypsophilia. S easy. But if you use one set, mantra, fierce attack, nightmare, slaughter. Oh, you're just trying to have a little bit of everything? S, S, S. Okay. She stays right where she's at. S. Here's going to be the next fun one. Winter cherry for PvE. I know what I would put, but what does the community think? S, S. S plus, okay. Stays right where she's at. Easy S. Millum. Just make them weak to you. What do we think about Millum? Guys, the end is in sight. Calamus is the last one on the list. So we get through all of these and then we'll get there. A, S. Which holy can count wind user? I don't understand the question. Never seen her, so I don't know. A. If you mean which holy can counter wind users, I did a meta video where I talk about ways to counter Eins and how to think about meta and whatnot. And critical, I'm not sure what people albedo into Eins isn't really what you want. A, B. If we have a third A, she'll get locked in. Sound is out. It shows is working on my end. Let me see. Yeah, I can close that. That'll probably make things a little bit easier. Alright. BA. Sound is fine on Twitch. Yeah, it's fine on my end as well. It seems like most people just weren't around for the slime collab, so they haven't got to mess with Millum. So we have a 1A and 1B. So I need someone to just say A or B and make the decision. Moo Day, I suggest checking out the meta video. I talk about fairies from each element, including holy, on how to handle wind users. With Ainz being the OP fairy right now. Okay. Alright. Now we have Diablo. What do we think about Diablo? For PvE. If you use Mill, turn your sound off. C. Ragnar voting C for Diablo. Also one, if you weren't around for the slime collab, you probably wouldn't know. Okay, good stuff. I can turn this thing off. B for instant cast. C, I will never do him dirty and put him with Candace. So let's see, I can turn that thing off. So now you don't have to deal with stuff above my head anymore. That's gone. Alright, so we're looking at C for him. Boom. Eldawise. What do we think about Eldawise for PvE? Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, Eld, D or C. I mean, she's not really made for PvE, right? She does the poison damage, strips buffs, gives you tenacity. DD, double D. Deku, you're a little bit behind. We're on Eldawise. D, okay, that's 3 Ds. Eldawise in the D tier, damn. Blue Rose. Blue Rose for PvE. Guys, the end is in sight. We need 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 more. S for Blue Rose. S. Do we have a third S? Alright. One Autumn Leaf with a third S. Almond Blossom. What do we think about Almond Blossom? Eunice is still trying to vote during Guild Pause. Deku with an S for Almond Blossom. A. She does cleanse you, and if she cleanses, B, to be honest, A or B. So that's 2 A's, 2 B's, and an S. There's 3 B's right there, 4 B's. Alright, she is going in the B tier. What do we think about Hydreiga of Flames? Hydreiga of Flames for PvE. High damage, anti-dodge. Boom, boom, boom. S plus. Ooh. I feel like I'm going to sneeze, but I'm not sneezing. Ooh. S, S, S. Alright. Tulip. What do we think about Tulip for PvE? Gamble mechanic ends up being a lot of stats. The damage is pretty high. But the cast speed is a little bit slow. What do you guys think? SS plus plus. A S A. So that's 2 S's and 2 A's. S for you, okay. Now, Gardenia. What do we think about Gardenia for PvE? After Ragnar's low S for Tulip. While I do this guild boss at the same time. Critical with the S for Gardenia. Plus Nightmare. New to the game is Albedo plus Ainz, a good combination. I would suggest Deal checking out my reviews for each of those fairies, because I've done individual videos for each one, and that will give you a better idea about what you're looking at. A S S. You guys are split on some of these. 2 S's, 2 A's. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, Deal. I have review videos for each of the collaboration fairies, as well as a meta video talking about all the good stuff with the stuff, all of them. SS. Okay. Butterfly Orchid. What do we think about Butterfly Orchid? For PvE. She does the shield, AoE damage, A. Do we have a third A? There's the third A. Alright. Now Dahlia for PvE. What do we think about Dahlia? Let me see. Ragnar, is that C for Dahlia or for the last fairy? Ren Nohara, what's going on, my guy? B. We're doing a community tier list. This is the community voting on what they think the rank of each fairy is. F tier, C and B. I see. Alright, it's a little hard to tell because people are doing the messages after I move it around. So there we go. I know there's like a 10-second delay between what I say and do and what you guys see. Oh, did I mess up? Let me see. Yep, I messed up. Damn. I was swapping my fairies during Guild Boss and forgot to stay on Albedo at the end. That sucks. Alright, change to PvP for Guild War. Alright, let me see. D for Dahlia. The C's were for Butterfly. Okay. So Dahlia, D. Tranquil Balloon Flower for PvE. What do you guys think? She does the AoE damage, knock up, and then also reduces your cooldowns, allowing you to do interesting skill combinations you can't do otherwise. The favorite one that I always come back to is double Moonslash. Moonslash. A really funny combination. Critical, no, I'm still on the 8th, and it's almost 8 p.m. SSSS. Okay. That's my girl in cooldown. Alright. Natsu. What do we think about Natsu in PvE? He does the execute damage at okay. After Deku's S is where I'm taking votes for Natsu. Giving people the 10-ish seconds to do their answers. A for Natsu. Remember, he does his execute damage when they're at 70% or lower. And then he does a massive execute damage. That's 2 A's. A, okay. I miss my Natsu. Alright, what do we think about he should join Ixoria? A. What do we think about Wendy? Wendy for PvE. C or D. No one uses her. Really? If she gave the wind weakness and increased wind damage, she would be one of the most used right now. D, Kandok's best friend. So 2 Ds and 2 Cs. Kandok's best friend. We all know where she's going. This is a community vote, not a me vote. I'm not voting anything. So far, it's 2 C's and 2 D's. Alright, now it's 4-2. Boom. Now, Urza for PvE. Now, this is one that's interesting to evaluate because she does class damage increase and just quick damage. I gotta push Path of Fire at some point tonight. 2 A's for Urza. And that's all we got so far. 3 A's for Urza. Okay, Urza, you go into the A tier. That's a lot of collaboration fairies in the A tier, my guys. Bop. Birds of Paradise. S. Urza is an S-ranked adventure after all. Well, I mean, after a while, Natsu gets up there, right? A for Birds of Paradise. Wait. Oh, those two didn't go through. I need to close this for a second. I thought I put them in, but I guess not. Hold on, give me 1 second to add them. Remember, we're voting for Birds of Paradise. S-A-A-A. Okay, Birds of Paradise. So let me see. I'll show it to you guys. Boom. Birds of Paradise got to A. So, Earth Anathria. Save. Do SS for Earth Anathria. A bunch of S's, okay. She can stay there. Camellia SP. Yes. Yes. Let me see. All right, there we go. All the ones that I was missing. All right, S. Now, what about Scarlet Wish, Chestnut Rose? Hate the tornado, but she has my respect. Damage from the swap. What do we think about Scarlet Wish? If you guys don't worry, if there's more S's, it just makes a second row of S's. It's not going to be an issue. SS. Four fairies are basically part of each element users at S. Alright, we got boom. What do we think about Calamus? What do we think about Calamus for PvE? We already have 2 people that just said S for everything else. S plus plus plus, S for Calamus. S, okay. So she goes up there. Shaltair. Get her away from the D-scrubs. Spooky Doo's making some votes. S for sure. Never used her. What do we think about Shaltair for PvE? Never got her, sadly. That's unfortunate. Untis. SS. Okay, man, you guys with the S's. Alright. Everyone's grandfather. Ein's old gown. Ein's old gown. That's 2 S's for Ein's and PvE. A D, a C. A or B. B. Solid A. Autumn Leaf, we're doing PvE. Like at the top of the screen. No crit, D. Oh, you already voted. So actually, about a little bit of everything. I see some S's, I see some A's, I see some B's. I see a little bit of D's. I see a C in there. Someone's got to break the vote here. A, okay. A for Eins and PvE. Now we got Albedo. What do we think about Albedo and PvE? We're almost done. Just Albedo and Snapdragon left. That's 1A and S for Albedo and PvE. S for Albedo. So 2 S's and an A. The Walls of Jericho. 2 A's and 2 S's. A. Alright, that's 3-2, but let's see. Vote. Oh, no. Cash already did, so it's still 2-2. Because Cash said A twice. So we're 2-2, 2 A's, 2 S's. She gives 40% attack. How the fuck is she an A? 30%. Put her with Eins. I mean, if that's a vote for A, then that's 3-2, and that wins. Now the last is Snapdragon. Oh, that's a... Alright, Ragnar coming in with the S. That makes it 3-3. I'll give it a minute. We're still on Albedo. We're still on Albedo. We're at 3-3, A or S. Let's give it like 30 seconds. Deku, what is that S for? Is that S for Snapdragon or Albedo? Alright, there's plenty of S's for Snapdragon. We'll just get that out of the way. Albedo is all that's left. Critical, I don't have a vote. This is the community. I already have my own tier list. Deku, it is your choice. It is your time to shine. Deku, you get to pick if Albedo goes in S or A. We all need the hero that is Deku. Yes, I'm part of the community, but I also have my own tier list. So it doesn't really make sense for me to... We're waiting on Deku's vote. Okay, let me... S, okay, oh, I see it. Albedo, S. Alright. Now, For people who were here when we did the last community tier list, this is going to be the fun part. Putting them in order. Starting from the bottom. Who is the top of D tier? Okay. Man, it's only a 10-second delay, but this delay is killing everything. Because I'm like way over here, and we're like, oh yeah, it's still. Okay. I'm going to do flip coin. Flip coin. Just a flip. 50-50. Heads for S, tails. Heads for S, tails for A. Okay. It's S. Done. Alright. Deku is saying that Dahlia should be at the top of the D tier for PvE. What say you all? Ragnar saying Rimuru should be the top of D tier. Yuntis is saying Elderweiss. Cat out of the box. The community is split about the order. Candok always leads D tier. She's known for that tier. And as we know, because the community is doing the tier list, this is 100% accurate. Everything you put here is the law. I vote Rimuru. Okay. So that's 2 votes for Rimuru. Changing from Dahlia to Rimuru. So Rimuru, top of PvE. Going to second, we have One Autumn Leaf saying Candok, Ragnar saying Windy. Alright, let's see. Wendy and Candok are the options so far for second of D tier. I say Candok is first for owning the tier. I mean, it would be the same if we reduce Kiger's role on his own Discord member without being able to upload pictures. Well, Rimuru is a almighty being, so it would make sense. So Ragnar says Wendy. Deku says Wendy. Yunta says Eldawise. Critical and One Autumn say Kandok. So that's 2-2. Windy and Kandok. Man, this is going to be fun once we get to the A's and S's, right? That's going to be like 20 minutes on its own. We need someone to break it. Kandok or Windy. Or do I just open up the... One Autumn Leaf changing from Kandok to Windy. Okay. Boom. Alright. Kandok, Eldawise, and Dahlia are what's left. So maybe we end up having what you want, Critical, where Kandok is just the bottom of D tier. Fairy War for gamers. Yeah, people have different opinions. And it's hard to choose, right? Like, when we're at the bottom, like down here, it's actually a bit harder to vote for things way down here because they're like, I've never used that fairy, it's so trash, I don't care, stuff like that. Once we get to B, A, and S, people will probably have actual votes and be like, I feel this way about this fairy. That is what I'm guessing. Well, if she's at the bottom, she can see everyone, right? Keeping an eye on all of them. Alright, no one's really voting for the other three, so are we just going to leave the other three as is? Dahlia, Eldawise, Kandok. What do you guys think? Like that? So we can get on to C? Eldawise, Dahlia, Kandok. Okay, so that's what it's going to come down to. Dahlia or Eldawise. That's where this vote's going to come down to. We have Ragnar for Dahlia. We have Deku for Eldawise. Alright. Now, people are saying this works. Alright. So, on to the C tier. Who is the top of the C tier? There is some differences here, but not huge. Lavender. Critical says Lavender should be the top of the C tier. One Autumn says mistletoe. Mistletoe. That's 2 votes for mistletoe. Jaka. Rose. So far it's 2 votes for mistletoe. And I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit for C and B. We're gonna try to make it a little bit quicker so we can get to the actual ones people care about at A and S. So we got 2 mistletoes. I'm gonna give it 10 more seconds. If no one breaks it, then we're just doing it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Changing it from Rose to Diablo doesn't change anything. So mistletoe, top of C. What do we think is number 2 for C? I'm going to do 30 seconds. Deku saying Diablo. Ragnar said Diablo, so I'm guessing he's keeping the Diablo pick. Diablo, okay. Bam. Alright. And then for 3rd place, One Autumn Leaf is saying Rose. Everyone feel Rose or something else? Alright, Rose. Rose, okay. Alright, 4th one. The only vote that's still on the board that someone said is Critical says Lavender. Alright, Deku says Lavender as well. So we got 4 left. Camellia, Lotus, Dandelion, and Hibiscus. I like this. We got it rolling now, guys. We got it rolling. Right now in this lightning round in the B and C tier, 2 votes will be enough to make it picked and then go on to the next one. Deku says Lotus. Ragnar says Lotus. One Arm Leaf says Lotus. Alright. Dandelion. Alright, so Dandelion is next. Guild War done. Saying my prayers before I have to face number 1 in Burning Soul. Klepto-Bismol, my server doesn't have enough people, so everyone got top 32, and that was it. Critical, I'm out, was fun. Yeah, it's late for you, man. Have a good one. We're picking up a little bit of speed here, so that's good. Camellia or hibiscus? Yuntis says camellia. We have a cross merge coming up, so we will have some different opponents soon. Deku says camellia. That means C tier will stay how it is right now. On to the B tier. Yep, we are on to the B tier. And of course, because the community's voting on it, this is 100% correct. Nothing here is wrong. So once this is done, I'm going to take a picture of it and post it on the Discord. Who is the king/queen of the B tier? Balloon flower for 1 autumn leaf. Balloon, okay, that's 2. Balloon flower. Who is the second? Yep, that's 3 balloons. She's done. Butterfly Orchid for 2nd place in the B tier. What do you guys think? Good damage. Butterfly for... Well, you're the only one that voted Butterfly. Yeah. So Butterfly is Deku's vote for 2nd. Anyone else voting Butterfly or something else? I'm just waiting for the bloodbath that's going to be S and A tier. Because I know some of the people in the chat really care about some of these positions. I know Ragnar really cares about a couple of these. See, do that. Because Twins had more votes for A. She was the very first one, actually. Sakura, Butterfly. I have no way of knowing Klepto-Bismol what the next banner is going to be. There's not a general rhyme or reason. There used to be, but not really currently. It's kind of really whatever the fuck they feel about it. What do you guys say? Sakura or butterfly orchid? We came to a standstill. Oh, I waited on my wallet until last night so that I had the bonus. Alright, butterfly orchid. Then we'll throw Sakura for set after that. Boom. Boom. Alright. Who is fourth in the B tier? We still got licorice. We still have some wind ones. We have some okay earth ones. Chestnut rose. Chestnut, that's 2 chestnuts. That's all I care about. Bam. Alright. Next one. Let's see, that's done, that's done, that's done. Blossom. Ragnar says almond blossom. Almond, okay. Bam. Ragnar says hyacinth for the next one. What do you guys think? Deku says agree with Ragnar, so hyacinth marigold. Alright, we're down to the last 3 of B tier. Licorice, primrose, and viola. Or are we leaving it like that? Ragnar saying primrose, viola, licorice. Viola, licorice, prim. That's almost exactly the opposite. Someone's got to break this. You would leave it that way, so that's a vote for primrose, a vote for viola, a vote for licorice. We're a 3-way deadlock. Once we finish this, then we're on to the A tier, and that's where the fun is going to start. No way licorice beats primrose and viola in PvE. Licorice does hit like 6 times.
So I can see the argument. I'm not doing an answer either way. Alright. So I'm going to give it about 10 more seconds. If no one breaks it, I'm just going to leave it as is. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. B tier is now locked in. Now we're on to the A tier. Let the heads roll. Where do you see two? No, it's not two viola. It's Ragnar said primrose, viola, licorice. Deku said viola, licorice, primrose. Untis said leave as is, which is licorice, primrose, viola. Twins, alright. Twins is the top of A tier. Where? I don't see anywhere that you changed your vote. But, sure. Viola can have it. Got it. But, Twins is the top of A tier. Deku says Laurel for second in the A tier. Opponent didn't show up for Burning Soul. Hey, that's a win. And now you gotta wait like 15 minutes till the next match. We have Deku saying Laurel as the second. One Autumn saying Urza. Yuntis saying Laurel. Alright. And then that's Urza. Deku also says Urza third. Alright. Laurel. Urza. Milim, Urza. Okay, so the Urza will be there. Ragnar says Milim as the next one. For PvE, Milim does give you an attack boost and increases the damage of your subsequent fairies by 10%. Milim sounds good. Boom. Milim. Alright. After Milim for the A tier. That's 4 holies in a row. Looking good. And 2 of them being collaboration holies. What do we think? We think Natsu, Carnation, Ixoria. Okay. That's a bunch of Natsu. Okay. Ragnar says Exoria next. Do people agree with Exoria after Natsu? Is Ainz going to be the bottom of A tier? Alright, that's 2 Exorias. Bam. D-I-C? Oh, yes. Okay. So we have 6 more for A tier. Halfway done with the A tier. Foxglove with his mommy next. It's a her. Ragnar. Foxglove is a she. Foxglove, bam. And says Mommy Carnation next. Okay, you changed. Okay, so Foxglove, birds, Foxglove, Foxglove. Okay, there's plenty of Foxgloves. Okay, Foxglove got it. One Autumn Leaf is saying Birds of Paradise. And Ragnar is saying Carnation. Yuntis says Carnation. Okay. What incarnation? Okay, so that's another Birds of Paradise. So Birds of Paradise or Carnation. I'm seeing 2-2. Saying bird after Ikoria. I have to like wait 10-ish seconds in between so that people's votes catch up. Bird after Carnation. Bird, Strongest Earth. PvE, not PvP. Okay. It looks like Foxglove, Carnation, Birds of Paradise. Is what it's looking like to me. So we have left Ainz, Ikoria, and Hydreiga. And Ragnar is voting Ikoria. Look back at the votes, Ragnar. She got voted an A. There are some other questionable ones on the list. I don't know what you want. But it was voted by the community, so it's 100% correct. Can't be wrong. Alright, that's 2 Ikorias. Bam. Hydra's there, so Ainz doesn't have to be the worst A. Damn. Alright, so that's 1 Autumn Leaf voting Ainz as second to last A. Autumn's right. It's okay. Boom. Alright. He is not the bottom of A tier. What a surprise. I lost in Burning Soul. I was tanking him though. I just couldn't deal damage. Ainz, unironically, didn't have issues doing his damage, but only he was doing damage. Alright, guys. S tier. There's a bloodbath now. I'm excited for this bloodbath for the S tier. Said there's a holy missing? Who? Let me see. One. I don't know how. Let me count. I'm seeing if there's anything else missing. Let me see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, Snakeberry's there. Oh no, that's Snapdragon, sorry. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 23, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 33, 37, 40, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Looks like 2. Let me see. And everyone's saying Snakeberry's S. Alright, let me make sure. Yeah, that's weird because take a look, guys. Let me show you. I don't know how I missed her if she's right there in the middle of all of these fairies that we did. All right. Boom. Alright, she's S. Top of S. Now, who is second in command? Lutfi Latif showed up when Snakeberry showed up, huh? I see how it is. She's the priest. I'm surprised because I don't know if you guys remember, but Snakeberry came out of nowhere. Just after the Christmas event, just bam, by the way, there's a banner. I thought that was crazy. And she's as good as she is as a non-season, non-nothing. Deku is saying Albedo for second in command in the S tier. Should make an SS tier now. Well, if we made an SS tier, there would also be an F tier for Kandok. One Autumn Leaf is saying Winter Cherry. Cherry is next, to be honest. Alright. We have Winter Cherry as second in command. Yep. Cherry's number 2. Who's number 3? There's still some fierce competition up there. You have a little bit of each element, honestly, as options. Ragnar saying Spring Radiance Camellia is number 3. Camellia SP. Anyone else think that or something else? This should be the one where the bloodbath is happening. Let's give other elements a chance. Wind is in a good spot right now. You have Holy Fire. Camellia SP. Got it. Bam. Fire would probably dog walk all PvE besides Snakeberry. Who's 4th in PvE? Is it Shaltair? Is it Snakeberry? Is it Blue Rose? Is it Anathria Earth? Or Anathria Fire? Tulip? Ragnar saying Blue Rose. Blue Rose. Okay. Boom. Now we need number 5. Let me see. What do we have left? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 13 left to organize the S tier. Think it's a holy? Like Gypsophilia or Albedo. Those are the 2 holies left. Hydreiga Flames, Albedo, Scarlet Wish. Bro, I choose Ranger for your tier list, and later you actualize, and I feel sick. I'm sorry you feel sick. I don't know what you're saying. That's a second Hydreiga Flames. Boom. In your opinion, Fire level 10 Echo. That's Fire 10 Echo doesn't exist. It's Fire 9 Echo. And which one gives the most damage? Probably Fire, just because of how the percentages work. No, it's fine, Faye. I just don't know what you mean by that you feel sick based on my list. Disciplinary Airy is next, I guess. LMAO, Earth Caught Lacking. We have a vote for Earth Anathria. What do you guys think? Tulip is better for PvE, I think. I'll tell you what, this live stream has good engagement. People Talking a lot. At this rate, we might as well put all fire after Snake and let the rest do their thing. Because I don't know if Ranger work or not. It does. Not for everything, but Twins plus Gypso not meta now. They do work. There's nothing wrong with Twins and Gypsophilia. There's 20 something people in the chat, so I mean everyone has their own opinions. Alright, Earth Anathria. Boom. We just cooked a bit and somehow made it A. I mean, it was the first one that we did. Where did Gypso end up anyways? Yeah, in the S. Airy Fire. And you have to remember, Twin Lotus has been out. Okay, another Airy Fire. Okay, I don't have to move anything. It's she's already there. You have to remember, Twins has been out since the game released. She is a guaranteed day 3 banner. And she's top of A or S tier still. A vote for Tranquil Balloon Flower. What about Chaltier? Faye. If you want a correct list, I check my actual tier lists. This is the community voting. This is for fun. Alright, that's 2 for Balloon. Boom. Just got Chaltier. Haven't used her yet. Leave it to you guys. Okay. So we have one Autumn Leaf with a vote for Chaltier as the next one. Let me see. Muchas gracias. You are the best. Thank you. Thank you, Faye. So let me see. We have 9 left. We're almost out of here, guys. Almost out of here. Alright, that's 2 for Chaltier. Boom. 8 left. We still have some hitters like Gypsophilia, Daisy, Tulip, Calamus, Snapdragon, Scarlet Wish, one Autumn Leaf saying Tulip, forget half their names. A lot of tulips. Okay. Boom. if the names are the issue, I'll read out what's left. We have Daisy, Gypsophilia, Gardenia, Scarlet Wish, Chestnut Rose, Calamus, Snapdragon, and Albedo. %100% correct. Can't possibly be wrong. Community tier list. Deku voting for Gypso. Ragnar saying Scarlet. Alright, that's 2 Gypsophilia. Boom. We're on the second S tier row. And we have a vote for Scarlet. Scarlet Wish Chestnut Rose. That's 2 Scarlets. Bam. 1 Autumn Leaf saying Snapdragon next, with the 5 that are left. Yep. We got Scarlet Wish, Chestnut Rose after Gypsophilia, and we have 1 vote for Snapdragon, 1 vote for Calamus, and the last 5. Calamus, okay. Alright, so 4 left, and we have 1 vote for Snapdragon. Daisy's an S because otherwise you would vote Albedo last. Damn. You need that buffer just like Ainz had. That's a vote for Gardenia. That's 2 snaps. Well, who's that? Who's that? Okay, that's a Snapdragon as well. Bam. 3 left. 1 for Albedo, 1 for Gardenia. That's 2 for Albedo. And Gardenia, bam. Alright. That is our 100% correct best possible PvE tier list. Let me see. Alright, I have a picture of all of it. I'm going to post it on the Discord. People are going to roast the fuck out of it, and it's going to be hilarious. But this is interesting. It lets me know what people think. Hydra and Daisy used as backup shields. Just so there isn't a cursed picture for sure. People are going to love it. I'm sure no one can possibly disagree with it, right? Because it's 100% correct. Community made. Masterpiece. Someone just pulls on Daisy because of the tier list. And I want